What's going on, YouTube? Got a few minutes and I realized it has been quite a while since I've had time to make a video. I'm currently sort of waiting on a shuttle transfer. Basically drive out about 4 hours, swap trailers with someone, drive 4 hours back. So I had a minute and I realized I haven't got any updates since I got the new job. So sorry about that. I had an alarm interrupt me. I had to log back in. But yeah, so left Cisco, gave my 2 weeks notice. I think I mentioned it in one of my past videos. And I started with another company. We service a smaller clientele, and pretty much smaller company, but it's been good so far. It is like we work overnights, and so that's been quite an adjustment, trying to figure out how to sleep during the day. I've had the same sleep schedule almost my whole life, and at least my whole adult life, and so that's kind of backwards. So I've been kind of trying to figure out how to make that work. But yeah, so kind of been riding along with people, helping them out. Done a few things on my own, do these shuttle runs on my own. And last night, kind of ran a route as basically filling in for somebody that called in, and but ended up kind of getting some help. It was kind of a mess. Got a late start. They hired a helper from like a temp agency. He came in almost 30 minutes late. They dispatched the route probably about like an hour later than the usual guy starts it. So needless to say, we just kind of started off way behind, and so another guy had a really small route. He came and helped us out a little bit, kind of get us caught up, and we got done. I mean, it was an account that I really haven't done before. All of the locations were stops. I've seen them, but I haven't been there, so you got to figure out like where to park the truck so that you can unload. I mean, the nice thing is it's at night, nobody's there, so you don't have to really dodge cars too much or anything. But kind of every store probably has 3 or 4 different entrances, so you got to know which one to go in to like unlock it, and then which one to bring the product in and where the product goes and that kind of stuff. And then one of the accounts is actually normally pallet drops. Like you just take it in on a pallet jack and leave the whole pallet there. But I didn't remember to bring, because you need a smaller pallet jack, so you need like a manual one. So I didn't bring one, which meant we had to break down all the pallets and take all the product in. So that probably added like an hour to our work. But other than that, did a big route earlier this week. It was about 900 miles. You go with another person, split up your miles, split up your time, and covered about 900 miles, 19 and a half hours, and like 6 or 7 different cities. And so that was kind of fun. A lot of driving, very tiring, especially coming back. Last hour or two was a little difficult, but after basically 17 hours of working. And so I don't know, that's kind of what we're doing. Pay's been pretty good. I'm gonna probably get biggest paycheck of my life tomorrow, Thursday. Usually hits our accounts Thursday, I think. So that's probably gonna be the biggest paycheck I ever got in my whole life, and so that feels good. The overnight's not too bad. I'm about on my 4th week, finally starting to adjust to like a sleep schedule and figure out how to make that work and still have somewhat of a life. My family, they say all you do is sleep all day. It's like, well, yeah, I work all night. You guys sleep all night, work during the day. But trying to figure out that one. And so I don't know. I mean, there isn't, other than just getting a new job and been working my butt off. I don't have too much to like talk about. Have been doing, so this job we drive 53-foot trailers, where at Cisco 48 was the biggest and most of them were 42, 38, 32, smaller trailers. So been learning a lot about getting these big trailers into places. And we do sleepers too on a lot of the trucks, so no more little cheater back window like I got here in this day cab. And so trying to back up into, it's one thing to back up into docks or like places that are set up for semis with a sleeper and a trailer, but it's another thing to back up through a strip mall parking lot with cars, trees, fire hydrants, curbs, everything else, fences around you, and try to put these 53 with a sleeper truck into places. And so that's been fun. Haven't hit anything yet still so far, so that makes me feel good. It looks like my truck is showing up, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Oh no, that's not it, that's Target. This is like a really popular spot for like shuttle transfers. There's UNFI, there's Target, there's, I don't know, who else have I seen here? One of the other food distribution companies. I don't think it's Cormark, but someone else I see here quite a bit. It's like exactly the halfway point between Albuquerque and Denver, and so there's just kind of this empty dirt lot that everybody meets up and transfers their trucks. But no, I mean, if you got any questions or questions about now, I've had my CDL just about 6 months. Been working for about 4 of them. Got any questions, advice, things that I've learned? Feel free to ask me. See what happens from here. Probably check up with you guys in a little bit. Like I said, I know this one kind of went a long time. I've been trying to adjust my sleep schedule, so that's been the hard part, is like trying to get sleep in anywhere I can in between shifts. Get off at say 5:30 in the morning and start 8:30 that night. So I got about, what is it, sometimes 13-15 hours, and try to fit like 6 hours of sleep. There's some driving time to and from work, showering, eating, spending time with the family, stuff like that. So just trying to make it all work has been kind of interesting, but I mean, it hasn't been bad, so can't say that. Just trying to make it all work. And it's weird because since work overnight, you'll start on Wednesday and end Thursday. So even when you have like a night off, like let's say you have Thursday night off, you get off Thursday morning, and then you have to be back at work Friday night, and so you still work Thursday and you work Friday. So it never feels like you really got a day off, and especially because it's nighttime, like you had the night off, and all you end up doing is sleeping because there's nothing else to do when you're normally working. So that's been kind of weird. It really kind of feels like I've been working, a month straight, no days off, but I'm not like worn out or exhausted or anything. So I mean, that part of it's working itself out, but it just feels like I'm always working every day. And so maybe if there's gonna be any like time of value, I'll have to like do vacation 2-3 days, and then that way I can have like day times to try to do some stuff. But I don't have vacation yet. Still pretty new. Still in my probation period, so I haven't accrued any vacation. So, and they're shorthanded, so I've actually been trying to help fill in where help is needed. And so So I figured I'd take a few minutes, make a quick little video while I have some time. I'm probably gonna try to take a little nap before this truck shows up. Got 4 hours to drive back, and once I start hitting like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, I'm usually pretty tired. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching.